Atop a majestic yet small hill on the corner of two well-traveled roads in the rhythmic city of Owensboro, 5th and Triplet Street, proudly waves a Revolutionary War flag. The flag is the centerpiece of Mosley Square Cemetery. Beneath its soil rest the 26 valiant patriots who settled the area in which they lie. Those memorialized, including Robert Mosley, received land grants for their service to Virginia. Mosley Square is one of the many unnoticed and unrecognized memorials that have grand importance in local communities throughout the country. The soldiers that rest beneath the greenery of Mosley Square fought proudly for America's freedom, and towns like Owensboro should be proud and knowledgeable of their founders. The end of the Revolutionary War was the beginning of a new era. Not only was a nation beginning, but so were the lives of many people. Many men were lost in the fight for freedom, and the land on which they fought was a constant reminder of their absence. This constant reminder was too grave for some, and the land grants were the perfect push for them to start anew. Not only was it excellent for the recipients, but a clever move by the forming government. In the newly freed America, land was abundant and cost nothing to give away. Land grants were used as a motivation for service. As the war progressed, patriots were falling faster than they could be replaced. The land grant incentive was established to build up numbers and keep men in the Army longer. To receive a land grant, soldiers must have served in a state or continental line, or state navy, not militia, for 3 or more years. If a soldier died after the allotted time of service was fulfilled, his family could still apply for the land grant. Many soldiers were eligible for the land grants, however, they were unable to receive the grants. At the time, a large portion of soldiers were illiterate, thus unable to fill out the paperwork required when applying for the reward. Others simply did not apply because the application was tedious. Each of the colonies was allotted certain areas to distribute to their valiant fighters. Many of the states that border the original 13 colonies were settled by recipients of the land grants. The state of Virginia was allowed to portion off the future states of Ohio and Kentucky. Many towns, cities, and counties within Ohio and Kentucky were actually founded by the forgers of our freedom. One of these recipients was a man by the name of Robert Mosley. Robert married a woman named Sarah Peake. Both Robert and Sarah resided in the state of Virginia during the Revolutionary War, while Robert fought valiantly in the war, as did members of Sarah's family. After the war, both the Mosleys and the Peakes moved to their newly awarded residency in Kentucky, specifically Hardin County. However, after a few years, the Mosleys became restless and uprooted once more, this time to Ohio County. Sarah had to bid sorrowful farewells to her childhood family, as the Peakes remained in Hardin County. The families did not become estranged, as they were known to visit each other regularly on what is known today as the Old Litchfield Road. As time passed, the Mosleys' restlessness only grew, and they uprooted for the last time, this time moving to Texas. It seems as though the Mosley story left with them. Local histories have been lost or never even been known, but it is not too late for them to be found. However, even though Mosley Square rests atop a hill, casting shadows on those around it, a shadow of ignorance continuously enslaves its shining glory. As a community, it is our job to be informed and proud of our heritage. Luckily, Mosley Square Cemetery was rededicated in November 2001. However, the memorial goes unnoticed by most. Hopefully this information will give Mosley Square the recognition it deserves and inspire others to unearth more lost histories of their local community.